Saturday, July 20th, the Southern Iowa Fair welcomes Eddie Montgomery of Montgomery Gentry, along with special guest Dylan Carmichael and area favorites, The Boys. Tickets in advance are $40. Get your tickets at sifonlinestore.com. For more information, stop by the fair office at 615 North I Street in Oskaloosa or call 641-673-7004. It's Eddie Montgomery of Montgomery Gentry headlining the Southern Iowa Fair concert on Saturday, July 20th. Doors open at 6:30. Start time is at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are $45 the day of the show. The Delta Fireman's Ball is Saturday, July 27th. You can enjoy food, live music, games, and more. There will be a poker run from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Keith Davis will be playing music from 6 to 9 p.m. For more information on the Delta Fireman's Ball, contact Jim or Fake Harry at 319-212-8772. The Delta Fireman's Ball is coming up Saturday, July 27th. Don't miss it. The Union Mills Community Closet presents Christmas in July fundraiser dinner, July 27th, starting at 5 p.m. at Bradbury Hall, Nelson Pioneer Farm, Oskaloosa, serving a catered dinner of chicken cordon bleu or savory sliced beef. Call 641-200-1940 or look for Union Mills Community Closet on Facebook to purchase your tickets. Tickets are $30 or $240 to reserve an entire table. All proceeds directly benefit Union Mills Community Christmas Toy Drive. It's the Christmas in July fundraiser dinner, July 27th at Bradbury Hall, Nelson Pioneer Farm. Keokuk County Expo 2024 Stars, Stripes, and Summer Nights is the place to be in July. Things start off with a bang on Monday, July 15th with Rogue Rodeo at 7:30 p.m. On Thursday, July 18th is the Keokuk County Expo Queen Contest and the Bill Riley Talent Search. On Friday, Tyler Richton and the High Bank Boys will be in concert starting at 7:30 p.m. And then on Saturday, it's the Figure 8 races at the Keokuk County Expo. Bring the family, have a great time, and enjoy the fair at the Keokuk County Expo in Sigourney.
And here's your host, Steve Shedler.
Hey, welcome in. As I was talking, I had like a little hair on my tongue or something. Good morning to you. It's a Thursday. Time for the morning wake up here on Steve Shetler Media. Glad to have you hanging out. Of course, we are broadcasting live from the Oski Dental Studios. You can schedule your appointment with Dr. Dan at 641-673-4845. Accepting new patients. And Oski Dental going to file your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta Dental provider at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa, broadcasting from the Oski Dental Studios. Let's jump right into our forecast. Boy, it is a nice forecast. Usually you get into county fair weeks here in southeast Iowa, and it's usually like in the 90s. Not this week. Wow, nice weather. Our weather brought to us by the Garden Gate at 105 South Jefferson in Sigourney, 641-622-3191. Hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturday, 9 to noon. Sunshine today. It's just a perfect July day. Wow, a high around 76. Not much wind. Northeast winds at 5 miles per hour. So enjoy today. Clear skies tonight, low of 56. And then you can enjoy tomorrow. Sunshine and 78. Calm winds. Partly cloudy tomorrow night, low of 59. Saturday, pretty much more the same, partly sunny and 78. Right now, our current conditions in southeast Iowa, humidity at 90%, Winds are northeast at 7 miles per hour, and the barometer at 30.20, 57 degrees right now in southeast Iowa. Your weather brought to us by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. That's a beautiful forecast. Earlier today, we put up our This or That, brought to us by Stacy Flynn at the Legacy Insurance Group and Welcome Realty in Sigourney. And which one are you going to choose? Comedy movies or horror movies? Scary. I don't know. I can watch either. I mean, I don't do the weird demonic spiritual scary stuff. I don't mind a scary movie, but yeah, I don't go into the spiritual stuff. I stay away from that. So I don't know. I'm good with either comedy or horror. But I don't like raunchy humor either. It's like you can go too far in either direction. So I don't know. I like movies. I like turtles too. This or that goes up at 6 a.m. every weekday morning. Our question of the day goes up at noon on Steve Shetler Media Facebook. Brought to us by Amy's Salon House and Spa, 202 North Main, Sigourney. What was the best decade for music? I mean, of course, it's the 90s. I mean, any other answer is wrong. What was the best decade for music? That is your question for today. Again, that'll go up at noon on Facebook. Let's see. We've got our For the Fun of It tournament going on. It's brought to us by Son-in-Law Services, Josh Clubb, the Handy Dandy Man, 319-431-1806. Battle of Keokuk County going on right now. This started at 6 p.m. last evening, goes through 6 p.m. this evening with the voting. Keokuk County Expo in Sigourney versus the Keokuk County Fair in Watchier. Again, two fairs in Keokuk County. I forget how this all started, why we have two fairs in Keokuk County, but it is the way it is. The Expo in Sigourney against the Keokuk County Fair in Watchier. I believe the Expo right now is leading. Give a thumbs up for the Expo or a heart for the fair in the voting. Find that post. It started at 6 p.m. last evening on the Steve Shetler Media Facebook page. Now, our tournament overall, I've kind of cleaned up the bracketing a little bit. It's a little bit easier on the eyes right now. So we've got the Keokuk County Expo and the Fair going at it right now. The winner will move into the Final Four. And then at 6 p.m. this evening, we'll go over to the right side of the bracketing. We'll have the Battle of Wapello County coming up next. Same situation there. Wapello County Fair versus the Wapello County Expo. That'll start at 6 p.m. Then you got the Southern Iowa Fair against the Washington County Fair, and then Jefferson County against Marion County. So those are your second round matchups on the For the Fun of It tournament, brought to us by Son-in-Law Services, Josh Clubb. Is that kind of, let's see here. Coming up tomorrow. It's another week that is flying by. Tomorrow is Friday already, and we'll be up at Barnwired in Sigourney on the square in Sigourney for the Iowa Music Showcase. Doc Johnson, the second guy from the left there, Doc, will be hanging out at Barnwired in Sigourney, live and in person. We'll be doing some live original music, live interview with Doc. So make sure you check that out tomorrow. Again, it's always in person if you want. Hang out with us, have a good time, get something to eat, get some coffee, get something to drink at Barnwired, or watch from the comfort from wherever you are on your computer or your phone or your device at the Steve Shetler Media Facebook page. Coming up on Saturday morning, we'll have the sports section live from Brothers Market in Sigourney. We'll be talking area sports. This Saturday morning, we're talking with the Iowa Sting, which is the local softball team. Bree Schaff will be hanging out. She's one of the coaches. Bree and Maddie Schaff kind of head up the Iowa Sting. I know they're taking registrations and some tryouts and stuff like that coming up on Saturday morning But Breshoff and I think some of the players from the Iowa Sting will be hanging out Saturday morning at the sports section, so we'll learn all about them coming up on Saturday. And, of course, on Tuesdays, we go on the road to Oskaloosa, Smoky Row, with the Tuesday Night Tune-Up, TNT, live streaming video with Safe Grafke, your host. Usually Curtis Vanderwall hangs out with us, and we have local and area drivers join us for interviews, and we get you ready for the racing week at, again, Smoky Row in Oskaloosa, Tuesday Night Tune-Up for our racing fans. On our community calendar, let's see here, are there some things? I know I wanted to point out, we do have, if I have the graphic handy, want to point this out. Coming up tonight at the Expo in Sigourney is the Queen Contest and the Talent Search. That's tonight, Talent Search. Bill Riley Talent Search starts at 6 p.m., and I have sat through many talent searches at the Expo and different county fairs and the state fair over the years. My daughter Riley was super talented, and she always participated in those. Lots of great area talent at the Bill Riley Talent Search, 6 p.m., and then the Keokuk County Expo Queen Contest follows that. So a full night of activities at the Expo in Sigourney. That's coming up tonight. Also on our community calendar, let's see here. What else do we want to point out? You know, they always have the monthly freezer meals going on at the Sigourney Public Library. You can always get a hold of Miss Amanda for more information on that. I believe that'll be going on next week, so don't quote me on that, though, but get a hold of the library for more information on that. And then coming up next week, we're a week away from the Sweet Corn Serenade in downtown Oskaloosa. They have their craft and vendor fair. Of course, they've got sweet corn to eat. They have entertainment. I'll be introducing Neil Hewitt, an Iowa country guy. Neil Hewitt will be on the stage at the Sweet Corn Serenade next week. So a lot of fun in downtown Oskaloosa. All right. I think that is about it as far as that type of stuff. Let's do some birthdays. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. In birthdays today, celebrity and hometown birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. Nikki Leathers, the broker, owner, and realtor. Find more information at hometown-re.com. On the hometown side, our local and area birthdays, we've got Rick Abel having a birthday today. So happy birthday to you, Rick. We've got Jackie Maxwell with a birthday today. Holly Brink with a birthday. And Rhonda Weir with a birthday. So hometown birthdays on the right side of the screen. On the celebrity side, we've got Martha Reeves. And what is it? Martha Reeves and the Vandella, or I don't know. I can't remember their name. Heat Wave. 83 years old for Martha Reeves. We've got Richard Branson, who I believe started Virgin Records. Entrepreneur, we call him. 74. From country music, bluegrass music, he's a music legend overall. 70 years old for Ricky Skaggs. Happy birthday to Ricky. Nick Faldo from the world of golf, 67. Got the drummer from Pearl Jam, Jack Irons, turning 62. Wendy Williams, the TV host, 60 years old. Do you remember the Dan and Dave commercials from the Summer Olympics from, I don't know, what was it, the early 90s for Reebok? Dan and Dave. Dan versus Dave. And then one of them didn't even make the Olympics. It was such a great marketing idea. But Dan O'Brien, 58 years old. We've got actor Vin Diesel, 57. And then Kristen Bell is 44, the actress. Those are your celebrity birthdays here on The Morning Wake Up, brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. Hey, a good morning to you. Let's see here. Who's in the comments this morning? I think my comments are working. We got Bubby, we got Eloise, Kay, Sherry, Sandy, And Sherry, yes, happy birthday to your dad, Rick. Thank you for sending that in, Sherry. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys have any birthdays that you want me to mention, just email me, steveshetlermedia@gmail.com. Let's go ahead and take a look at some stuff happening on this date in history. It was on this date, 1927, Ty Cobb, the baseball player, got his 4,000th career hit. Pretty amazing numbers. It was on this date in 1938, a guy named Douglas Corrigan, who became known as Douglas Wrong Way Corrigan, arrived in Ireland. The thing is, he had left New York to try to go to California. He ended up in Ireland, thus the nickname Wrong Way. Also, 1940 on this date, a helicopter was successfully flown for the very first time. That was in Connecticut. On this date, 1963, Jerry Lewis starred in The Nutty Professor. It debuted in theaters. And then on 1986 on this date, the movie Aliens, starring Sigourney Weaver. Here, let me do my... the alien popping out of the person's stomach. Aliens, 1986, opened in theaters. Today is, let's see here, don't want to throw my paper away quite yet. Today on the National Day calendar, it's Tropical Fruit Day, National Tropical Fruit Day. It's World Listening Day. Listen. It's also National Sour Candy Day. Do you like sour candy? I like sour Skittles. The thing is, too many sour Skittles burns like the inside of my cheeks. And then it's National Caviar Day. I have never, you guys know I'm picky. I'm a picky eater. I've never tried caviar. And I never will. Let's see here. Let's do some, no, let's not. Let's not do some things you need to know. Let's hear from Tassel Ridge Winery first.
Edelweiss wine from Tassel Ridge Winery is a great wine to pair with Iowa sweet corn. It's a fruity, semi-sweet white wine that offers orange, pear, and pineapple hints on both the nose and palate. It's great served chilled and paired with Iowa sweet corn and the foods that usually accompany sweet corn. All of the grapes for this wine are grown at the winery. Tassel Ridge Edelweiss is available at many local retailers. Look for the tall blue bottle with an image of a wine glass on the label. If you don't see Tassel Ridge Edelweiss at your favorite retailer, ask the manager to get it for you. Tassel Ridge Winery is located in Lighton on Highway 163 between Pella and Oskaloosa and is open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, Saturday from 10 to 6, and Sunday from noon to 6. Check our website out at tasselridge.com.
And we thank Tassel Ridge Winery for being one of our many sponsors here on Steve Shetler Media. Now, we'll do some things you need to know. Whoa! And some things you need to know. The American Academy of Sleep Medicine. I didn't know there was such a thing. But the American Academy of Sleep Medicine has found that 29% of Americans, or nearly 1 in 3, choose to sleep in a separate bed from their partner because of differences in sleep habits, a concept that many have described as a sleep divorce. Do you sleep with your husband or wife? My wife puts up, she says, she claims that I snore occasionally. I don't know. I've never heard myself snore. But anyway, she stays in bed with me regardless. Natalie Portman says that her and Rihanna are tight. Rihanna gave Natalie a nice post-divorce boost during Paris Fashion Week this year, whatever that means. So now they are buddy-buddy. How about Serena Williams? I don't know why my voice cracked, but it did. Serena Williams' husband and the founder of Reddit, same guy, her husband is the founder of Reddit. He has been diagnosed with Lyme disease, so best wishes there. How about Disney World? Of course, they are as woke as all get out. Disney World has removed a character from the Country Bear Jamboree because it's offensive. The headline on that is so stupid. 50 years. This character has been part of the Country Bear Jamboree, undergoing a 7-month makeover. The attraction reopened yesterday without the character Liver Lips McGrowl, as he was deemed insensitive and outdated. And they were worried he would offend alcoholics, because you can't possibly offend anybody with anything, anywhere, at any time. The term liver lips, this is so stupid. The term liver lips, which is considered derogatory and offensive, is associated with alcohol abuse and the damage it does to the liver. So, Liver Lips McGrowl, out of here from the Country Bear Jamboree at Disney World. Oh, the world we live in. Patrick Mahomes and his wife, they recently had they have baby number 3 on the way. They just recently announced it. But Patrick Mahomes says that's it. 3 is going to be it for the Mahomes family. So they'll have baby number 3. Let's see here. The Eagles, they're going to be at the Las Vegas Sphere for some concerts, the residency, as they call it. The demand for tickets for the Eagles' upcoming residency at the Las Vegas Sphere has been so strong that they've added 4 more shows. That's the way you do it in Vegas. You just keep selling tickets and you keep doing shows. How about Ozzy Osbourne? Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne, they say they're still planning to move back to their native England eventually. But Sharon says Ozzy's constant health incidents have stopped them from making the move. 75-year-old Ozzy has undergone multiple surgeries in the last 5 years related to a fall he took at his home back in 2019. He also suffered an ATV accident 20 years ago and has been living with Parkinson's disease. So Ozzy dealing with a number of issues. Let's go to Cheetos. It's not easy being cheesy. Cheetos, adding a new flavor. Their latest addition to the collection is only available at Walmart. It's called the Flamin' Hot Cajun Cheddar Cheetos. Again, you can find those at Walmart. And then finally, in things you need to know today, the new Twisters movie hits theaters tomorrow. One scene will honor a star from the original Twister movie, Bill Paxton, as his son James Paxton makes a cameo appearance in the movie. So be on the lookout for James Paxton in a nod to the original movie star, Bill Paxton. Let's do this. Today's impossible. It's impossible question. Today's impossible question. A third of people say they do this only when they're on vacation. What is it? Again, a third of people say they do this only when they're on vacation. What is it? Good morning to you, Dodie. Glad to have you hanging out. Good morning to anybody else that is out there watching and keeping quiet. You can always chime in the comments. I'm not opposed to people commenting during this video. Go ahead. It's all right. Today's impossible question. A third of people say they only do this when they're on vacation. What is it? They eat whatever they want, like desserts and all the bad stuff, because vacations are calorie-free, my friends. Eat whatever you want. That's what a third of people say they do when they're on vacation. Let's go to the weird.
That is weird.
In the weird, more than a dozen people were treated after what you call a bug bomb fell off of a shelf inside a Florida Publix store Monday morning. The incident occurred inside the store located at Palm Bay Road. According to the Palm Bay Fire Rescue, crews were called to the store for reports of a chemical smell in the building. The store was evacuated. 20 people were treated for respiratory ailments. A bug bomb, something like where you put the bug bomb out, it kills the bugs. It like puts out chemical stuff. Fell into a store. All right. Other stuff you need to know in the weird news today. According to a new survey says 41% of people believe every text message needs to include an emoji to be complete, or the text feels quote unquote naked. Do you feel that way? Do you guys need to add an emoji? I see some emojis in there in the comments this morning from some of you. But 41% of people think that every single text needs to include an emoji. So make sure you stick an emoji in there. Let's see here. It's been a steamy week in Philadelphia, weather-wise. Temps hit 94 degrees there this past Sunday, which was also a record-setting day when it comes to snow. This is a weird story. Again, 94 degrees Sunday in Philadelphia. The National Weather Service on Monday reported that thunderstorms passed over the Philadelphia region on Sunday afternoon and generated, quote, a trace amount of hail. They say since hail is frozen precipitation, this counts as a trace of snow in our climate reports. Again, that's according to the National Weather Service. And a trace is more than the original record of 0.0 inches set when records started being kept in 1870. So, I mean, come on. A little bit of hail does not count as snow. Give me a break. I had a couple of chunks of hail fall here at the Shetler household during that storm, whatever day it was earlier this week. It's not snow. It doesn't count. It doesn't count. So quit it, National Weather Service. Let's see here. Other weird news. A 59-year-old Indian man walked into this is not the beginning of a joke, by the way. A 59-year-old Indian man walked into an elevator to head to a doctor's appointment around noon on Saturday. Who has a doctor's appointment on Saturday at noon? Anyway, this guy ended up in the hospital for 42 hours later when he finally exited the elevator. Again, 42 hours in an elevator. Reports are that this guy, his trip started when he found himself unable to exit the elevator after it got stuck between the first and second floors. Again, this is at a hospital in India. He called the emergency number provided inside, but got no answer. So he was stuck in there for 42 hours. Also, if you're a big snake fan, of rattlesnakes in particular, there is a new live streaming webcam that allows viewers to see inside what they call a mega den of snakes, home to hundreds of rattlesnakes. The live stream, which is available to view at rattlecam.org, is run by researchers situated in an undisclosed location on private land in Colorado. So let's see here. They say the cameras will be turned off while the snakes are hibernating over the winter. But if you want to watch a live stream for whatever reason, I don't know what excitement happens on this live stream, go to rattlecam.com for rattlesnakes. A mega den of rattlesnakes. Let's go to the files of law and disorder. Everybody likes a little disorder. A Florida man arrested. Maybe this guy in this next story and the guy that got stuck on the elevator should get together. A Florida man was arrested after he indulged in sweets and other various items inside a closed Walgreens for several hours early Monday morning, according to police. The New Smyrna Beach Police Department was called to Walgreens after the store's alarm went off around 3 in the morning. The alarm company told authorities a man was inside the store despite it being closed since 10 p.m. Now, security footage shows the man, Christopher Morgan, enter the Walgreens at 9:40 p.m. He went to the bathroom, and evidently he stayed in that bathroom. The store closed. Evidently, people didn't check the bathroom before they closed up shop. The guy was in the bathroom until 2:42 a.m. Again, he went in 9:40 p.m. The store closed at 10 p.m., and he didn't come out of the bathroom until 2:42 a.m. That is a heck of a bathroom break. What is going on there? Don't go in after that guy. Woo! After being in the restroom for nearly 5 hours, police say that Morgan began roaming around the store, treating himself to various items such as Tostitos spinach dip, some chips, Reese's chocolate, some chocolate bars, Dr. Pepper, and some cigarettes to top it off. Sounds like he's probably going to have to use the bathroom again after eating all that junk. When officers arrived, they saw Morgan through the front doors taking a pack of cigarettes from behind the counter. Body camera footage shows officers helping the man unlock the store's doors from inside with the security alarms blaring in the background. Let's see here. He says, I came in here to use the bathroom. They say, according to the police department, Morgan resisted efforts to place him in the patrol car. Probably had to go to the bathroom again. That's why. He also spit on an officer. After being placed in the vehicle, he was arrested for burglary of unoccupied structure, larceny, petty theft, resisting an officer, blah, blah, blah. That guy's stupid. He's just stupid. Let's do something that will make you possibly smile.
Something that makes you smile.
Something to make you smile, brought to us by Lifetime Dental Solutions in Sigourney. You might want to drive by and see if they're at their new location yet at 115 South Jefferson. Building previously owned by Sigourney Smiles. That is the new Lifetime Dental location. Give them a call, 641-622-2669, lifetimedentalsolutions.com. And something that will maybe make you smile. You know, I can't guarantee that you're going to smile because of this, but you might. Greenland sharks. Fish are friends. Greenland sharks can live for hundreds of years, but scientists have never understood why. Now, researchers may have finally discovered the secret to the animal's startling longevity. Their never-changing metabolism. The surprising find goes against scientists' previous assumptions and could have major implications for how these animals adapt to climate change. Greenland sharks have an average lifespan of at least 250 years, but can potentially reach 500 years old. That's an old shark. So I get this full story. It goes up at 7:45 on the Steve Shetler Media Facebook page. Something to make you smile, brought to us by Lifetime Dental Solutions. I mean, sharks have lots of teeth to smile with. I don't know if they ever see a dentist or not. Let's wrap this up with the duh. We've already had so much duh this morning on the Morning Wake Up, live from the Oski Dental Studios. Let's hear linemen from across the country. I'm a Wichita lineman. Linemen from across the country have converged on Houston to restore power in the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl. Now, despite their essential work, many are being met with verbal and physical attacks, highlighting the frustration and desperation felt by some residents. It's probably just peaceful protests, you know. Mostly peaceful protests. The attacks on linemen not only endanger their lives, but also slow down the crucial work of restoring power to Houston. Many of these workers have traveled far from their homes, working long shifts in dangerous conditions to bring electricity back to the city. Now, during a press conference, Texas's Governor Greg Abbott condemned these acts, urging residents to support the linemen rather than hinder their efforts. Of course, yeah, idiots. You want your power back on? Let the linemen do their job. Why would you attack these guys or yell at these, or do anything to slow them down? Let them do their work. Stupid.
Duh.
Good morning, Doug. Good morning, Jackie. Good morning to everybody. Thank you for hanging out today. That brings us pretty much to the end of our program. Let's take one last look at our forecast. It's brought to us by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. Sunshine today, beautiful. A high around 76 today, and the next couple of days looking good. Enjoy the weather. Beautiful weather in the 70s here in July. Coming up later on today, let's see here. Today is Thursday. We've got In Remembrance Of coming up at 8 a.m. We'll have, I needed to check in with Miss Amanda, see if we're going to have a library video this week. We've got The Great Outdoors with Laura DeCook from Mahaska County Conservation at 4. We'll have some country music news. It's a day late and $1 short. We'll have some country music news at 5 today. We'll have Successful Farming at 5:30. Get our weekly pet in. We've got Morgan You Asked For talking about sports later on at 7. It's a full day here on Steve Shetler Media. I hope you enjoy the programming. Let's see here. Again, we do thank Oski Dental. They bring us the Oski Dental Studios. Give them a call at 641-673-4845. All right. You guys have a great Thursday. Enjoy the weather. Enjoy the day. We'll see you back here at 7 a.m. tomorrow.